The gospel text of today is taken from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 9, verses 51 to 56, and begins what is known as Luke's travel narrative. This is how chapter 9, verse 51 begins. When the days drew near for Jesus to be taken up, he set his face to go to Jerusalem. What does the phrase "to be taken up" mean? It refers to his ascension into heaven. However, because the ascension can only be after the death and the resurrection, and because the death must occur in Jerusalem and on a cross, Jesus sets his face toward Jerusalem. The point that Luke is making is that nothing and no one will deter Jesus from this journey, from this destination. Anything which happens along the way will be overcome without violence, through love. And that is why at the beginning of this movement to Jerusalem, Jesus sends messengers ahead of him to prepare that way. And these messengers enter a Samaritan village, and the Samaritan village, for no reason whatever, reject Jesus. The reason is actually because his fate is set toward Jerusalem, and they do not want Jesus to die. Jesus, however, has been focused on his mission right from the first proclamation in the synagogue at Nazareth. And the disciples James and John, when they experience this rejection of Jesus, want to respond violently. Jesus, however, will use no violence whatever, and he tells James and John that that is definitely not the way. There is another way. And what is the other way? The other way is not confrontation, but carefrontation. That is why Jesus will move to Jerusalem through another route. There are times in our lives when our point of view is not accepted by another. Our way of proceeding is not accepted by another. And at those times, we also might be prone to use violence, to use harsh words, to use harsh actions to ensure that our point of view is accepted. Jesus shows us that there is another way. If for whatever reason someone does not want to accept your point of view, does not want to accept your way of proceeding, you can try to convince him or her why your way of proceeding is a good way. And even after you have done all that is required of you, if they do not accept it, then let them be. Leave them to their designs. There is a beautiful phrase which I heard many years ago, which goes like this: do not try to teach a pig to sing. It's a waste of your time and it irritates the pig.